Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control with another Spray-Jockey's Guide to Exterminating. Today we're going to talk about how you should treat your customers. Your customers are the bread and butter of your business. Without them, you wouldn't be in business. And just for everybody who's interested, this is mainly a series that I'm doing to kind of help my employees, people I plan on hiring. I'm going to expect them, to watch these videos, learn how to be an exterminator, learn how to do it the way I do it. And so, I will get into some instructional videos later on in the series. But for right now, this is mostly just, how you shouldn't treat your customers. And that's what we're doing tonight. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, think about sharing it, subscribing to my channel, check me out. I always have new videos up every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I try to get some content out there to you. I've got a Mouse Mondays on Mondays right now in November. Wednesdays I'm doing the Spray Jockey's Guide, and then Friday I've got a couple other videos I have lined up for Fridays as well. And it could be a hodgepodge, basically anything if you want to see that. So, like I said, we're talking about how you shouldn't or should treat your customers. I really enjoy my customers. I treat my customers like family. Once you get to know somebody and you become friends with somebody, it's it's just good practice to treat them like you would want to be treated. That's the goal. You want to treat people like they want to be treated, basically the way you would want to be treated. I have a customer who, she's an older lady, and she's sort of disabled. She's had problems with her back and her knees, and she's not really good at moving around. She walks with a walker, and I actually have to call her about 15 minutes before I get to her house so she can get up and get the door unlocked and everything for me, because it's not easy for her to get to the door. I go to her house, and she knows she can rely on me to do some different things around her home for her. This last week, I went out actually a week ago. I went to her house, and she had left a note for me to winterize her water spigots on the outside of her house. Now, for anybody that's ever done that, you typically turn the water off in the house. You turn the spigot on outside so it drips and all the water runs out of it so nothing freezes inside it when it gets cold. And then you take those little styrofoam cups and you put them over the outside of the spigot so they don't freeze up. And I do that for her every year. I do her house. I always go out and I always do that for her. I don't mind doing that for her. Now, it's important to do things like that for your customers. I had another customer one time. Their kids were homeschooled, and they were really friendly, really nice people. The father was a preacher at the local church, and I went to the house one time. Now, it had just snowed. The snow had already been cleared, and they had gone out and shoveled their driveway and everything, but they lived way up on top of a hill, right on a major road. And I went there, and I was spraying the house and everything. I treated the house, and I was getting ready to leave, and the kids are like, Jason, come sled with us before you leave. The thing is, they wouldn't just ask anybody to go sledding on a hill. I've got that kind of connection with my customers where, I'm not just their exterminator, I'm their friend. And I went sledding. I love the snow. You only get snow every so often in Virginia. And, when you get it, you take advantage of it. So I jumped up on the sled and I slid down the hill, got snow all over my uniform and everything. But, you do that for your customers. And the kids ask you to sled, you sled, And besides, it's a good reason to have fun before you have to, and you're working. So you might as well enjoy your work. That's one thing I did. So you treat your customers really well. If I worked for a guy before who he used to complain all the time, when he had an elderly customer that had similar problems to the lady I just mentioned, and I just don't understand why she wants me to help her. I don't understand why she wants this and why she wants that. And it's like, because she needs help and she doesn't have anybody to help her. You help people, and then they tell their friends, they tell their family, they you know, they spread the word around. Hire this guy. He's great. He's really friendly. He helps me out a lot. You know, he carried in my groceries for me out of my car because it would have taken me a half an hour to carry 3 bags into the house because I have to use a walker to get back and forth into my car. You know, you just do these things for people and help them out, you know, because you're there. It doesn't hurt you to do it. It takes 5 minutes, do it, and then you're done, you're gone, you're at your next stop. So, but they remember it. What customers really remember is they remember the things you don't do for them. They remember the times that you tried to nickel and dime them to death. Oh, yeah, I can spray around your pool for you. If you got problems with spiders getting in your pool, sure, $5. I'll do that for $5. Or, oh, you need you want me to treat around the playground and stuff on the ground to keep the bugs from crawling up, the black widows from getting on your kids while they swing? Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that. It'll only be $5. You know, I can do it every month for you, $5 a month. You know, I've had stories. People have told me this is the way they're treated by other exterminators, and they remember that stuff. You know, even though it's nothing for you just to go out and do it, and yes, you might be losing a few pennies, but the thing is, you do it for your customer because your customer's the most important thing to you in your business. And it's not going to be, you know, unless it's like a regular thing where you're having to do it all the time, you don't just do it. You just do it. You know, it doesn't hurt to do it. And that's what I do. I mean, that's why I'm successful, because I treat my customers like family. You know, you wouldn't charge your mother, you know, to treat around her swimming pool or a hot tub or whatever to keep the bugs from crawling in on them while they're in the pool. You just do it. You say, oh, yeah, Mom, sure, I can do that for you. I don't mind doing that for you. You just do it because it's your mother, you know. And so, and keep that in mind when you're, you know, when you're out there working and you're treating people's homes and stuff. Try to, and another thing, too, it just popped into my mind I was thinking about. I have a strip mall that I do work for, and they get a lot of problems with spiders around their windows because a lot of the strip malls, they've got those big, huge picture windows, and you know where people can see in. Not only that, but the cops can see in there at night if people are in there, you know, when they shouldn't be. And the problem is a lot of times the lights are left on inside those stores. And so the spiders like to get up around the windows because the mosquitoes are attracted to light. Roaches, you know, wood roaches and things are attracted to light. Moths are attracted to light. And so what'll happen is the spiders will start building their webs up around those picture windows. And what you do is you kill the spiders, because that's what you're paid to do. And then you get yourself one of those web begone little bristle brooms. It's kind of like a duster, one of those really long extend-a-pole dusters. And you dust the spider webs down because it looks nice. Not because you have to, because you don't have to. The spider's dead. You did your job. You're not a butler. You're not a maid. You know, you don't have to clean the windows. You don't have to brush down the webs. But you do it as an extended part of your service, and you don't even have to charge for it. You just do it because that's what the customer wants. It sets you apart from your competition. That's the thing I'm trying to explain here, is you want to set yourself apart from your competitors. You want to show that you are worth your weight in gold, because your customers are gold and they should be treated as gold. So you go out there, you treat around their windows, you kill their spiders, and then you go and you get back in your truck and you pull that extend-a-wand out and you brush down those spider webs. And, you know, the spiders are dead. They're not going to make any more webs. But you brush your webs down, the webs are gone, and your customers cannot believe that you went to that extra mile and brushed down those spider webs. It didn't take anything. It wasn't like it was any work. It was super easy. Those infomercials at late night, they show those things on. They're not kidding. It really is easy to use one of those little web grabbers. And so that's what I recommend. I recommend that. Get one of those. They're good. And they can fit in your car. If you work out of a car, if they work out of a truck, you know, they're easy to keep on hand and it works really well. So you want to make sure you have one of those. So let's see if there's anything else I was thinking about. I don't think there's really anything else there is to talk about. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Look forward to seeing you next week. We'll talk about something else. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just, you know, as the thoughts enter my head, I've got a couple of videos about presentation and how you should and shouldn't look to your customers to make yourself look more professional. I think that's probably what I'm going to go over with next Wednesday. So if you're really interested in seeing that, go ahead and tune in then. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you really like it, think about sharing me around Facebook, different places, and get the word out. Try to help people out. Y'all have a great day. Check out. So if you think about emailing me on my website, go to greenacrespc.com. That's AKERS. That's how you spell my last name. Green Acres Pest Control LLC. That's my Facebook. And for some reason, my video just stopped recording. I wasn't out of space or anything. So this has been kind of spliced onto the end of my video. Y'all have a great day. I really appreciate it. Thanks.